Okay, I think we're live. Sorry about that, folks. The usual streaming server just decided to reboot itself. So we'll be streaming in a little bit lower quality today. Sorry again about that, but at least I got it up and running. Let me just check the audio here. Sorry about that, folks. So I titled this starting the stream from wherever the next bus takes me to. Well, I was waiting for a bus on Eglinton, and the first bus that came by was the Eglinton West bus, but it was barely moving, and it occurred to me that that was the stupidest idea in the world at this time of day to go westbound on Eglinton. So I got off that bus and I jumped on the Avenue Road bus. Vasily says, oh no, not 1080p. Well, it's RTMP, so it's lower quality 1080p. But problem solving done, at least we're here. Chad Wabagwan, $50. Holy shit, Chad. Thank you so much for getting the stream off to a cracking start. Thank you, Chad. Wow, wow, wee, wow, wow. My title has a typo in streaming. Oh, let me fix that. But thank you, Chad. That's a look north up Avenue Road. I took the bus up here as far as it could go. I wrote streaming. Oops. I'm not having great luck today, but the contingency plan emergency broadcasting system is at least working. Vivian Johnson here, Whippy Dude, Jason, Christos, Medano, Chris Mills, Flamer Smasher, Epic Nation HD, Jillian, Marge, Mike Landry, number 2. You've been putting up some great videos, Mike. Digital Blade Canada, and everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get moving. The Blue Jays are playing at 7:30, so hopefully we can be wrapped up by then. If not, close to then. My goal is to get some dinner on the way home. But it is, what time is it? It is 6:02 p.m. Hey, Phuket Walk Alex is here. Greetings, Alex. So we're in what they call Upper Avenue. Again, I apologize for the less than normal streaming quality. We're using a much worse protocol. But it's better than nothing, right? I want to make sure I got one thing in my backpack. Still trying to overcome a cold, but I want to get my steps in. I went out earlier today and made a video. Greetings, Math Doctor. The Jays have their number 1 pitching prospect on the mound tonight, so temporarily going with a 6-man rotation. I think they're going to be preparing 1 or 2 of their starters to be bullpen options during the playoffs, which I think would be wise given the performance of their bullpen lately. And who knows, maybe Trey Savage will surprise. Chris Mills says, looking forward to the debut of Trey. Indeed. Will be the biggest, if not one of the biggest days of that guy's life. Not too many pitchers in his position get called up pitch for the first place overall team. Skies look beautiful. They do. It's a beautiful day. There's the 61 Avenue Road bus. I bailed on the Eglinton bus and got on that one and took that right up to the final stop right by Highway 401. Hello. All right, that guy's just saying hi. I don't know if he's a viewer or not, but I didn't want to point the camera at him.
Guys? Yeah. No doubt. Boy, they're not afraid.
Someone saying hi from Mexico. I was in Cancun earlier this year. And it's getting around that time I start planning perhaps a big winter trip or two. And probably somewhere warm in the Caribbean or that area for February or March. Mark says, been raining most of the day in Scotland. Weather looks great in Toronto. Yeah, we've had a gorgeous day. It's like 22, sunny with a very light breeze. This is an area that isn't really a destination neighborhood, Upper Avenue. It's literally the area on the upper part of Avenue Road north of Lawrence. I think maybe we'll walk to Lawrence and then we'll head east from there. We got a Thai restaurant, Chiang Rai. Northern Thai cuisine, the Copper Chimney. Hey, Marie Palmer's here. Nicole Morse, thank you again. And huge thanks to everyone who tuned in to last night's Johnny Stumble stream. That channel is getting close to the big 10K subscribers. If you're curious as to what I get up to over there, go take a look and subscribe if you're interested. I go live most Sunday nights around 8 p.m. Had a bit of a subdued stream last night. I wasn't taking any edibles or drinking anything. But it was still a lot of fun hanging out with everyone for the 5-year anniversary of that channel. Canadian Vasily, $10. You're very welcome, Canadian Vasily. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for your help on stream setup. Do you really want help from me, though? I kind of screwed this one up pretty good. And the last time I had to do this with the stream, unfortunately, the replay wasn't available for quite a while. There's the Timmy's Maserati. Haka, Hazana. Yeah, we are in a very, very well-to-do part of town. That Maserati is something you'll see somewhat often up in these parts. Lytton Park is nearby. There's a lot of very big, expensive homes. Egg Smart. Canada Chemist, Pharmacy, Compounding, Pet Prescriptions. Well, they're really doing everything there. Imagine if they mixed things up and accidentally gave you someone's pet prescription. Christo says very Jewish area. Yeah, I think that's even more so a little bit north of here. And a little bit east over on Bathurst. Crime on Avenue Steak and Smokehouse. There's a pizzeria via Mercant. Here, let's go behind this lady. She's probably going to run me over. She's not looking for pedestrians. Short and Sweet Bake Shop. Scott Hill Caribbean Cuisine. K's Sushi. Chris Mill says there's a pet pharmacy in Aurora. Brad Palmer, you guys got a new puppy. Awesome. I'm gonna have to tune into your channel. I haven't seen much lately, but I imagine you've had your puppy make an appearance. I know you guys miss Dexter. Party Rock. Someone just waved. Party Gifts and Candy Store. Please, no food or drinks in the store. Lane McLeod hasn't been taking their pet medication. There's a Cafe Landwehr across the street. Those things are everywhere. McDee's on the right.
And they might have.
There's never a lot of pedestrians in this area. Really to kind of park your car in front of the store you're going to, and that's about it kind of place. Desmo's Hair Design. Spokes and Sports. There's a big old house. But the plan is to head down to Lawrence, and then I'll make a left, and then we'll head south down Yonge. I'll find some dinner. Quite hungry, even though I didn't work out today. Hey, a gas station. Gas is $1.43.9 per liter. I have no idea if that's good. Mark D. Thank you, Mark D. 13 months of channel membership. Thank you so much, Mark D. Thank you to all our channel members and Patreon supporters. I'll have to update the credits pretty soon. I usually update that every 2 weeks. The closing credits of the video lists all the channel members and Patreon supporters. We've also got a number of members over on the other channel. Brew en route coffee roasters now open. House crafted drinks you will not find anywhere else. Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're up there. I had a thought to pop in and get one of those bespoke coffee drinks. Good evening, David Ing. Carl Roth dropping in. Lady Ballers basketball. Registration open for 25-26 girls basketball. There you go, all you lady ballers out there. It's one way to get free advertising on my channel. Just put up a post and I'll stop and read it on stream. I'm very curious, what does Zebra Robotics sell? I kind of wish I was on the other side of the street. You got a no frills. Greetings, Howard Charco. As soon as I kick this cold, I'll watch a movie and have one of your cookies. I wish I watched The New Naked Gun while I was on something. Unfortunately, I was kind of sick at the time. As I mentioned last night, that is an awesome movie.
Listeners will come at 7.
Adventures with Dances, that's the league Aubrey Plaza used to play in. There's an actress who I have never seen a bad movie she was in. She's got impeccable choice in scripts. I think sadly her husband passed away not too long ago. Hey, Gertej is here. Lisa says it's robotics for kids at first glance. Neat.
It's like being a mother. Why are you being so strict? Stop being so strict. Just the way it is, bud.
We love Pamela Anderson. Hey, I'm a fan. She was excellent in that movie.
He's gonna poo his pants. No, he doesn't.
Rain McLean is here. Good evening. It's the BB Cafe. Natural homemade gelato. Lazy Dough, bread and coffee. There's a lot of little bougie coffee parlors up here. Kind of goes with the crowd, I guess. There's another one on the left. Dave's Genuine Deli. Cactus Law. Miss Wishing Well. Carl Roth, thanks for the description of what they're doing at that robotics store. Safari is good for the soul. I've had more soul than I would like to admit. There's There's a local Starbucks. Alright, my hunger is setting in, but we've got a ways to go. Whippy Dude says, looks like a healthy commercial street. Oh, they've got a north of Brooklyn. Solid pizza. There's a bagel house. I've never been, but there's one down by Yonge and St. Clair. David Ing was just watching Gamers Nexus interviewing CROs about tariffs. We're all fucked. Well, we'll have to see. The markets don't seem too bothered. Speaking of markets, today was a big day for Canadian uranium producers and explorers. It just so happens that I just bought a uranium producer, the biggest in the country, Cameco. They're up like 9% today. I almost feel like selling it. And there was a few others I was looking at, but I think Canadian Resources are about to boom. Natural gas, hydrogen. If you look at things you invest in Canada, it kind of looks like stuff Americans would invest in the 1920s. It's like banks, railroads, oil. Like, what is this? That's Canada. Wonder what's going in here. I just got a playback error. Oh, there we go. It resolved itself. I don't know what that was all about. You can tell I'm still a little bit nasally. I apologize for that. Carl Roth says, yes, you're stuck with it if you've made that much profit in one day. Yeah, 9% is a pretty good return for like 8 or 9 months, let alone one day. Leander, $15 to go towards a snack or dinner tonight. Holy cow, Leander, thank you for the 15. Much appreciated, Leander. Thank you so much. I'm going to be finishing up at the spot where I get my food. It'll probably be Chipotle or Harvey's, but you never know. And a Spirit Halloween has moved in. Wait, Tisa's still rocking the soul patch? Yeah, I haven't shaved or showered yet today. I'm in a do it at night mode. Normally I work out in the morning and shower right after that, but because I'm a little bit sick, I haven't been doing that. So I've gotten into that shower before bed habit. Normally I'm a shower in the morning person. Hopefully tomorrow I can break that habit. That also tends to be when I shave. There's an A&W. And Murphy says sweet lid strides, thank you. Yeah, I used to stop at that A&W when I was driving back from Niagara Falls. CIBC, private wealth. I guess in a neighborhood like this, that's the service they offer to some of the locals. Gertesh was watching the first Rambo. Did you know that the first Rambo is actually not called Rambo? It's called First Blood. And then I think they called the second one First Blood Rambo Part 2. And then they just called the third one Rambo 3. So the name of the series changed completely. It went from being called First Blood to Rambo. And then they just had Rambo 4, I think, and then for some reason Rambo 5. Rambo 4 was awesome. I saw that one at Yorkdale Mall. It was like a first date. I was kind of like, don't really want to be here. Let's selfishly see the movie I want to see. And Rambo 4 it was. Toronto needs a Niagara Falls Flying Saucer restaurant. That would be a neat addition. There's a show-worthy poodle walking by. Bedford Park. I bet this is a very expensive rental complex. Look at this. They've got koi. And that waterfall not only makes the grounds nicer, but it helps mask the sound of all the automobiles. It's very common if you're in a city like Bangkok, where they tend to have rooftop pools, so there will often be a waterfall element on the rooftop as well to help drown out all the sound from the city. I wonder if that's like a seniors living center. Bedford Glen, if someone wants to look it up. That's a very nice complex in there. Just Smitty says Rambo 4 was brutal with all that blood and gore. One of the reasons why it was so awesome. One of those sequels you go into thinking, should they have even made this? Am I going to enjoy it? And you end up just smiling from ear to ear the whole movie. Terminator 3 was another one like that. I wasn't expecting much, but it was pretty awesome. Tested says it's just condos. Well, those are some very nice condos. Canada says, when's the best time to go to Thailand? It depends. You don't want to go north during the burning season. I think that's around April or May. That's up near Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is beautiful. And Pai, the whole area, but during burning season it is awful. And also look up Songkran, because if you don't want to get sprayed with ice cold water, don't go during Songkran. But I would say the best time to go is when we're in the midst of our coldest part of the winter, because it's always pretty nice over there. But there are certain areas to avoid. Also, if you're the party type, sometimes they close everything on certain holidays. So none of the bars will be open, nothing will be serving. So you might want to pre-check that in case that lines up with a night you were planning on letting off some steam. Although I remember one night I was there and everything was closed. But at midnight, it was like they flipped a switch on and everything opened. So it's not like here where it shuts down and that's it. There's Fancy Frank's. I've ordered Uber Eats from there. Shoppers Drug Mart. Greetings, Don Key. Tested says those condos are also really cool and unique inside. Awesome. So this is Lawrence Avenue. We're going to take this over to Yonge. Havergal College is just over there. A very, very exclusive all-girls school. One with a very expensive tuition. Oh no, Fancy Frank, say it ain't so. 10 and 13 story towers planned for that lot. So we're going east on the north side of Lawrence Avenue. We'll take this over to Yonge, then I'll head south again. Ideally, we won't be streaming into the Blue Jay game. Ken's probably going to be doing a premiere around then anyways. Ken, if you're watching, it's probably safe to set that for 7:30. I know you try to avoid overlapping. Maybe I'll fire him a message as a courtesy. Or is he going live tonight? Maybe he's going live. Let me see what Mr. Continues is doing. TMU versus UFT, 7:15. I'll give him the heads up. I'll be done by 7:30. There we go. Do with that what you will, Ken. But I know a lot of you, we have a lot of overlap with viewers on our channel. Probably over 100 of you. So whenever we do that, we usually just give each other a courtesy. Sometimes we're both going at the same time. There's nothing we can really do about it. That's life, but if we can avoid it, we try sometimes. Go Detroit Tigers. Sorry everyone, but I'm a Tigers fan. Hey man. Nothing wrong with rooting for the second place team in the AL. The Tigers and the Blue Jays are both absolute killers at home, which makes us getting home field advantage all throughout the entire playoffs all the more juicy. Someone's couch. And if you look through the trees there, that is where we're heading to. Right where the e-condos are off in the distance. Well, thank you, Family DJ. Vasily says nothing wrong with overlap. Yeah, but I normally don't pay attention to that, but with him, we have so many viewers in common. If it's not an inconvenience, we'll do that. But yeah, generally go live when you go live. Yonge and Eglinton is the second most beautiful intersection on planet Earth. You will get a very hard disagree from me. It might be in the top 2,000. But I passed through literally dozens of intersections in Old Quebec alone that are more beautiful. Sounds like a troll comment. Mike T says, as a Pirates fan, you always root for the other small market teams. So I guess you're rooting for the Tigers? Some interesting homes. We'll be at Yonge Street in less than 10 minutes. Johnny, is Line 5 opening next month? I doubt it. I thought they promised us 3 months notice. Look at that. Speaking of trains, I just watched Not Just Bikes video on the Via train that covers the East Coast. Interesting video if you want to see what that experience is like and learn a little bit about Canadian rail. Hey Johnny, what's up? I'm planning a Euro trip. Which countries do I like the most? I am far from qualified to weigh in on that. I've been to 5, excluding airport transfers that I can think of. England, Spain, France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. I think ChatGPT could give you a better answer. I think next summer I'll plan something and finally get out to Eastern Europe. Prague, Budapest, maybe some Poland. I'd love to go to Energylandia. Come to Brazil. There's another place I'd love to go to. Lisa says I'm far from qualified on a lot of things. People still be asking. No Clue says Portugal is nice. There we go. Go to Lisbon. And of the places I've gone to just the big capitals or the tourist centers, like London, Paris, Brussels. I did go to Ghent as well, Amsterdam, Barcelona, so I haven't really scratched the surface in any of those places. If you ask about East Asia or Southeast Asia, because I lived over there for so long, I'm a lot more confident. And sharing my opinions. Matt Doctor says Venice is sinking. Chowdhury says, hope I can finish before Ken's premiere. I have a feeling Ken's premiere will be at 7:30. Also, the Blue Jays start at 7:30. Also, that car's tire looks down on air, but it is not. Christo says New Orleans is sinking and I don't want to swim. That's what popped into my mind as well. Some Gord Downey action. Vivian saying he just changed the time to 7:30. There we go. Sorry, not sorry, Ken. I'll be watching the Jays playing in a minor league stadium tonight. Cal says, where am I? We're on Lawrence Avenue West, going east along the north side. A few blocks away from Yonge Street. This is Duplex Avenue on the south side, which is to the right. And it has a different name on the north side, which is escaping my memory, but I'll see the sign in a moment. Jedburgh Road. There we go. Why it's just not duplex on both sides, that is beyond me. Clue says we don't play that good in that stadium either. We don't play good against the Rays, particularly down the stretch, period. At least the Rays are kind of a shitty team this year. And I don't think their starter tonight is very good. The Jays are favorites, even with the rookie making his debut. I think they were minus 125. I would take the Jays money line. Or I would take them over 1.5. But their bullpen seems to be shoring up. Varland is looking good. They weren't coughing up games so much, other than Hoffman. Artie says Florida humidity is not good. Hey, it's better than the Texas heat. There's a reason why the Rangers built a new ballpark and then said, we need to build another new ballpark almost right away. See, where am I at? Step count wise. Let's not look at what I took yesterday. This is what happens when I stay home. And the day before it was decent, but you can tell I've been ill because, well, there's a decent one, but we've had some absolutely pathetic step counts lately. Carl, you could just bet on them, I guess. Chris Mill says Tommy Nance is a surprise. He is. Good evening, Johnny M. We are at the not very famous Laurendale Avenue. There's the look to the north along Laurendale. Where I think Lawrence Station is still closed, where the bus bays are. There's a dude rocking a powder blue Blue Jays t-shirt. Anatomy. Oh, Anatomy Fitness. Open house. Come in and check us out. No thanks. Greetings, Sweet Pea. Let's get to the other side of the street, even though the countdown is winding down. Oh, they dug the street up here. Lawrence Station Easier Access Project. Resuming in bus terminal, effective August 31st. There we go. They are finished. And I think this library branch is reopening, if it hasn't already. The George H. Locke Library branch. And that's the second Maserati we've seen this stream. Jennifer Gala is here. Thank you, Jennifer Gala. I'm feeling a little better. I screwed up this live stream though, so sorry. You of all people will notice the quality drop off. But congrats on your continued success on the platform, Jennifer. And props to Caleb and his new channel, Calibrated. It was good to see him back in the swing. Ooh, that library is looking nice. So we've made it to Yonge Street. If you're just joining us, we started up at Upper Avenue, right at Wilson, just south of the 401. I made my way south down to Lawrence, and then we popped on over to Yonge Street. Not exactly a very long distance live stream. My plan was to just hop on the next bus and take it to wherever it went, but the next bus was the Eglinton West bus. And as soon as I got on it, I realized that was a mistake because it was going to take forever to get out past Little Jamaica with all the traffic. Especially around Allen Road. Well, thank you again, Jennifer. I'm sure it's a very exciting time for him. If you're a nerd like me and you like to watch TV reviews, even though you already own a fairly new TV and have no plans on replacing it, Calibrated, or the Calibrated channel, is as good as any. Limpstone Avenue. There's a little calisthenics park down here on the left, where I famously failed to do the monkey bars. What, a year and a half ago? And I went back and conquered them. Must feel like you're Batman driving around in that thing all day. There's the little calisthenics park. There's some people down there. I guess I won't dazzle you guys with my monkey bar skills with the dude down there. That woman and her kid. They're gonna have themselves a workout as well. These are great. We need more little areas like this. She's doing push-ups. You can get a really nice stretch doing push-ups like that. Well, you got to do a lot more than like 3, lady. You got to do them till you physically can't anymore. Not building any strength doing 3. They got dip bars, a pull-up bar. You can do dead hangs there. Pretty complete workout can be done, except for your legs, you know, the most important half of your body. I was just ribbing her. She might have just been warming up. You never know. The Alexander Muir Memorial Gardens. Take a little detour. And the sun has started to dip, and it has cooled off a fair bit. I dare say it's even nicer now than it was before. Yeah, or possibly just goofing around with her kiddo. I hear voices. I hear a lot of people talking. I don't see them. Oh, I think they're up there, actually, in someone's patio. What a beautiful little spot. David Goggins has the Guinness Book of Records for pull-ups. Whenever I read David Goggins, I always think of Walton Goggins for some reason. Is this the Edwards Gardens? No. 'Tis not. This is the Alexander Muir Gardens. He is the gentleman who penned the tune "The Maple Leaf Forever." There's a big funky mural of him up in Leslieville. Yeah, it's probably the last name. So there's another actor who I will watch anything they do. I think Walton Goggins' best work was actually the TV show Vice Principals. But like Aubrey Plaza, he has a knack for knowing exactly what he should be doing. All right, what do you guys say, Chipotle or Harvey's? Yeah, there's some actors who just, even if they're in a bad movie, you know they're good and worth watching. Samuel L. Jackson is one of them. I think anything that guy does is super entertaining. Mark D says Chipotle. Another vote for Chipotle. Harvey's. Matthew, Chipotle. Neither. Gertesh, Harvey's. Johnny's Backyard Grill. You mean my balcony grill? Christo says Chipotle is dog food. I disagree. Their chicken is always so good. And most of their stuff is locally sourced. But Harvey's got that $8.99 Angus burger combo. It's hard to say no to that. It is so damn good. Can add some fries if I want, or get a salad with it. Comes with a drink. Technically, any food is dog food if you feed it to a dog. As Mitch Hedberg would say, any book is a children's book if the kid can read. Midnight Express says Five Guys. Well, hopefully the new Shake Shack doesn't put the Harveys under right across the street, but it is next to a Burger's Priest. That might spell trouble for them. Lisa's really into the Angus burger these days. I'm more into the $8.99 for the combo these days. My loyalty is cheap and can be bought. And Harvey's with their app have certainly done that. There's where I've sometimes rented cars from. Coupons, let's see. Look at that. Angus meal deal, $8.99, expires October 19th. You can get an original burger for $8.59. If you got yourself a better half, Two Can Dine, $19.89. Angus Two Can Dine, $17.89. That's a hot Netflix and chill date right there. Hey babe, want a Two Can Dine for $18 and watch some Netflix? Lisa says October 19th will be a sad day. I don't think it will, because it was supposed to be September 14th, if I'm not mistaken, and that got extended. And Swiss Chalet had a similar deal that they extended. I literally get 2 of those combos a week. It's just crazy how easy it is to spend 20-25 bucks on a meal that is fast food. At least with Harvey's, you know it's pretty decent quality. And it's like half of what you would pay elsewhere. I'm happy to support that. Stewie, $10. How about another Johnny and Ken stream sometime? Stewie. Thank you so much, Stewie. Do you mean from home, like we did that weird interview style stream, or on the road? I'll talk to Ken and we'll see what we can do. But thank you so much for the support and the 10 bucks. Alicia Lewis, fellow Midtowner, get well soon, Johnny. I've yet to see you meandering around Midtown, but thank you, Alicia Lewis. Thank you so much for the 3 bucks. Maybe you shop at bougier places than I do. Maybe you're just avoiding me like the plague. Save a crepes and coffee. And just a reminder, if you want to join in on the chat, you do have to be subscribed to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. People here are super duper friendly. It also helps if you hit that bell to be notified when the next live stream is. I tend to do this kind of randomly. Kind of decided to do this one tonight at the last minute. That used to be a Roots. Now it's Mandy's. My parents had a dog named Mandy. She was a German Shepherd Doberman mix. It's kind of a big dill. Serving iconic greens. Something tells me Mandy's ain't gonna be all that affordable, but I wish them well. Speaking of not all that affordable, Impact Kitchen will be coming up. That man is 10 times the man I am. His cardio is actual cardio. Mine is this. Hey, Diaries of Sarika is here. Greetings. JD says Mandy's is also on Queen and it's pretty good. Hey, there's a market I've never tried. Fresh Fruits House. I usually pick up my bananas and occasionally some blueberries or raspberries to dump into my smoothies from some of the markets that are coming up. Occasionally I get the bananas from the metro, but I try to support these local places. There's a place I used to go to a fair bit. Timmy's. All right, I didn't count the votes, but I believe Harvey's won by a hair. Sushi Gen, Japanese restaurant. Can I do a fruit tier list? Okay, because I like to troll, S tier fruits are tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, eggplant. Anything that people will wrongly tell you are vegetables is an S tier fruit. Also S tier, blueberry, raspberry, acai berry, cherries, and bananas, because they make everything so much better, whether it's chocolate or your smoothie or bread. And all other fruit we'll put in the A or B tier, with the only F tier being that god-awful fruit that they ban from hotels in Asia. You guys know what that is. Hey, David Ace, $13.99. Hey, Johnny, can you buy a couple of drinks for some of the moderators next time you get together? I know it's not much, maybe just one. David Ace, thank you so much for the support and the $13.99. Next time we are together, I shall do. Although usually that's just Liam and Vasily, but if any of the others come along, I'll be happy to do that. Thank you, David Ace. Cheers to you. Midnight Express loves arugula. Durian fruit. There is the worst thing that planet Earth has ever produced. It is rancid. Louis Classico Pizzeria. That place is solid. During COVID, they were running like a takeout lasagna special that was really good. Then I just started buying giant frozen lasagnas from the supermarket. There's where the old Capitol used to be.
Might as well just wear it.
Ollie Quinn. I read that as Colin Quinn. The guy who had the misfortune of replacing the legendary Norm Macdonald on Weekend Update. $8 double bar rail, $6 pints. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to miss part of the first inning. I didn't bring my AirPods with me. I can't put it on the phone and listen to it as I walk home. Where's the... Is the start 7:37? If it's 7:37, I'm good. What time do the Blue Jays play the Rays tonight?
Today, the Blue Jays will be playing the Rays at George George M. Steinbrenner Field at 7:35 p.m.
Ooh, 7:35. There is a chance. There's where Chibo used to be. An Italian restaurant, but there's a whole lot of decent Italian restaurants in this neighborhood. So it's not a surprise that Chibo is no more. All right, I think it's time. We are going to order my Angus burger. Angus meal deal, $8.99. Use coupon. 1 second, guys. Angus burger. I'm just building my burger now. Toppings: lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, relish, banana peppers. What do you call them? Hot peppers. Call them banana peppers. There we go. Sauces, ketchup and mustard. Bun, white bun. Continue. All right, I'm hungry, so we're gonna go fries. No salad tonight. We're gonna go fountain pop. Pepsi Zero Sugar. No diabetes for this guy. Look at that deal. Angus meal deal. All of that stuff. Add to cart. $8.99. Added to cart. Let me just get this order in here. I'm gonna add, I think I'm out of ketchup. I'm gonna add some ketchup and vinegar. $10.16 with tax. It's $7.12. Paying with American Express. Give me those 5 times points, baby. Your order is available at 7:21. So if it's ready at 7:21, I'll be able to walk home and catch the start of the Jays. Chris, the Pepsi driver, is here. Just as I ordered a Pepsi product. I already got the notification from Samsung Pay, Google Pay, and my Amex app. All 3 notified me that my Amex was just charged. Talk about good security. All right, we're gonna get there just in time. That's where the stream will end. There is Stock Bar. That's probably like the quote-unquote coolest place you could go in Midtown. I think is it an O&B restaurant? Either way, the rooftop there is really nice to eat on. You worry that I'm dipping in and out of traffic for the thrill? I'm not even close. I'm just staying out of people's way. Bilbo's. I think that's super expensive Greek food. Oh, this place does have a lineup tonight. There is probably the most popular restaurant in Midtown, though. Grazie. It's got a very rustic decor in there. Super friendly waiters. Paul McDonald. I would say waitresses or waiters and waitresses, but I've only ever had waiters there. Paul McDonald, $20. Thank you, Paul McDonald. Thank you so much for the chat or the super chat. As we are firmly on my home turf now. Plan A was to go to Chipotle, but we're going to Harvey's. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for my time management skills, going from taking a random bus to wanting to do a live stream, pick up dinner, and get home just in time for the Jays. As long as Harvey's doesn't fuck it up, I will have done all of those things perfectly. There's Chipotle on the left. Here, let's try to make this light. Honkity honk honk. This intersection is often a nightmare. We got 4 minutes to get to Harvey's. There's the Tower straight ahead. Function bar and kitchen, live music, craft drinks, late kitchen, happy hour, private events, unused patio. They've got it all. That is super cool. That lady's got 2 little ones on that bike with her. Ballsy, but cool. She must be from Copenhagen or Amsterdam or one of those places. Here's a look at the Yonge Eglinton Center. This is how you turn left, I guess. Sure, let's just hop right up on the sidewalk. How about you get off and walk it? That sounds like it's gas powered. That's an actual like motorbike. That is not an e-bike. Are you kidding me? He's got a real license plate on that. I heard the gas engine. He definitely needed to hop off that thing and walk it. This is a new addition to this intersection. This bright red paint. Don't turn left if you're not a bus or emergency vehicle. Oh, there's a dead pigeon face down. Let's ignore that. It is 7:19. We are almost there at exactly 7:21. And I got a peek into this place. You'll see that in a future video, but there is Shake Shack. Or will be Shake Shack. They had their door wide open today. So I went and stuck my nosy little camera into the doorway. I got a brief glimpse of the interior. I almost said Ontario. Let's get some wings from Granite Brewery. Oh, their wings are awesome. Their food is really good. But we are at the Harveys. It's 7:20. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Po and View is not yet opened. Po and View? View? I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods for their excellent support. Patreon supporters, channel members, thank you guys. Just everyone who participated and watched. Pretty sure that's the wrong way, buddy. What are you gonna do now? Go on the sidewalk? Anywho, par for the course in this city. But huge thanks to everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that good stuff. Huge, huge thanks to everyone who sent support. I don't really need these sunglasses anymore. Lorraine McLean says thank you. Thank you as well. I heard a rumor Ken has a premiere at 7:30. And the Blue Jays have first pitch at 7:35. So I'm going to grab my Harveys and go home and settle in to watch the game. Thank you so much, guys. There's no ending credits on this one. Yoink.